562 King. Get on the ground.
What have I done wrong? I've not done nothing wrong.
Get on the ground, James.
I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained?
Get on the ground, James.
All you have to do is pull up over there and let these people by.
It's so easy to just let things go as they are when it's wrong. And I'm sorry.
You're not letting it go.
We called you for assistance. I'm not calling the public.
And go home, sir.
You have to give me a lawful order. You
I've given it to you.
That's not true.
Okay, but okay, I need to. Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that.
Luckily
That's
for you.
just it. I don't know.
Exactly, but luckily
As
for
far
you,
as
I'm
I
a nice
know,
guy.
You could be on the FBI's.
In this video, we witness an intense confrontation between a sheriff's deputy and an individual who is stopped while riding his bike. The deputy accuses him of riding without a light, escalates the situation to a detainment, and demands personal information. The individual argues his rights and requests the sheriff's supervisor. The incident highlights issues of unreasonable detainment, First and Fourth Amendment violations, and the importance of understanding legal boundaries during encounters with law enforcement.
Yeah, no, put the bike down. Put the bike down.
Why? It's my bike.
Because I told you to put the bike down.
Why are you stopping me right now?
Because you're riding your bike with no fucking light on.
I'm riding it. I got
put the bike
I got
down.
A light right here.
Dude,
My
put the
light
bike
was right
down.
here. I was no. Fuck
Put
that.
the bike down,
Call your
James.
supervisor.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
No, call your supervisor.
Turn around.
Don't
Put your hands
touch me.
behind your
I've done
back.
nothing wrong.
I'm
What
gonna
have I
fucking
done
tase
wrong?
you, dude.
What have I
Get
done
on the
wrong?
ground, James.
What have I done wrong?
562 King. Get on the
What have I done
ground.
wrong? I've not done nothing wrong.
Get on the ground,
I've
James.
done nothing wrong. Am I being detained?
Get on the ground, James.
Detained.
Put
Am
me
I
at
being
a
detained?
subject stop.
Am I being
425
detained?
Willow, white male.
Help!
Get on the ground, James. You are being detained, you fucking idiot. Get on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
I'm gonna fucking tase you, dude. Get on the
Hey,
ground.
I got a light.
Put the flashlight down.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your
What am I
back.
being detained for?
For fucking not listening.
Why am I
Drop
being
that
detained? That's
flashlight.
not an
Drop
articulable-
that
That's
flashlight.
not an articulable reasonable suspicion that I committed a crime.
Yeah, it is. You
It
took
is
off.
not.
Yes, it
It
is.
is not.
Yeah, it is,
No, it
James.
is not.
You
Call
still
your
out.
supervisor.
You still
Call your supervisor.
relax.
No, I'm not relaxing. Call your supervisor. This fucking harassment's gonna stop.
Shut up.
Call your supervisor. I want you to call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor, dipshit.
First
Shut up.
Amendment audit.
Yeah, try the Fifth
First
Amendment.
Amendment.
Shut
First
up.
Amendment audit. You have no reason to stop me right now.
Yeah.
None.
You're riding your bike with no
Zero.
fucking
I had
lights
a light
on.
right there in my hand.
It's got to be on the
It was
fucking
on
bike,
the bike.
dipshit.
It was on the bike. I just took it off.
No, I just watched you right away
You didn't
when I
write-
rolled up.
You didn't tell me to stop. There was no stop. I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I told you to stop right
I did
here.
nothing wrong. You have no crime I committed.
562 King.
None.
One detained. 29 on last
Call your
aggression, First and
supervisor.
James.
Call your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor right now.
Shut up!
I
Yeah.
want your supervisor.
What'd you ditch over here?
I want your supervisor. I'd like your supervisor, sir.
Okay. Well, I think he's down at the jail.
I'd like your supervisor, sir. I need to speak to your supervisor now. This ain't happening.
Yeah.
I want
You still on court conditions, James?
I want you. No, I'm not.
No?
I don't have any court conditions. None.
Huh?
None. Zero. I've not committed a crime. You have no reason to stop me.
Yeah, I did.
This
When I
is
told you to stop.
I'd like to stop your.
Yeah.
I stopped when you told me
Yeah,
to
if you
stop.
fucking arguing with me.
I'm gonna argue
And
with
I had to
you.
pull my taser
You
out.
have no reason to stop me.
Yes, I do.
None. What?
Yeah.
I've not committed a crime. No misdemeanor, no felony.
Yeah, James, it's called riding a bike without a
I
headlamp.
got a headlight right there.
It's not on the bike,
I was
James.
visiting a friend. Hey, I'm not on a bike. I'm in a parking lot, private property. What are you doing here?
You got any dope on you, James?
No, I don't. Now what? I want your supervisor.
Stand up.
I want your
Stand
supervisor.
up.
I'm gonna stand up. Where's your supervisor?
Face away. Put your feet apart. You got any weapons on you?
Nope. Well, I don't know. Maybe something. I don't know. I doubt it though. No
Maybe
needles.
something what?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of shit in my pockets. I've been working on cars all day.
You got a
Check it
knife
out.
on you?
Yeah. I know this. I'm being detained for no reason. I want to talk to your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor.
What supervisor, James? You
I
think
want
we're at your fucking beck and call, you
I want your
dipshit?
Yes.
No.
First Amendment
No.
audit right now.
Go.
Yeah. First Amendment audit. You have no reason to stop me right now. You're in
Yeah,
violation of my First Amendment rights. And my Fifth. And my Fourth. And my Ninth.
Put your feet apart, James.
Yeah, sure.
Face the car.
Face the car. I want to see your supervisor.
I just. Yep, you're going to fucking jail,
For
dude.
what?
What's that for arguing?
What?
I'm asking you some basic information.
My name's James Gresham. You know my name.
I asked you what your date of birth was.
I don't have to answer your questions. In
Yes,
this.
you do.
I guess I do, huh?
Yes.
Because I'm being detained,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
5/20/69. And this is an illegal stop.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Call your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor. Sir.
James, you know how many times
you have no right to. I'm on.
You know how
public
many
property.
times you've been in
This
the fucking
is public property. I'm not big picture. Nothing. I want to talk to your supervisor. This is illegal. You are in violation of my 1st, 4th, 5th, and 9th Amendment. You know it.
Yeah, fuck it. You're going, dude. I did about tase you. Is that your house?
It is.
Do you think that maybe if you just answer a couple quick questions, but when you're rolling up here and then coming back,
You told me to come back, so I came back.
yeah, and then I'm fucking telling you to drop the bike, you're not dropping the bike, and then you
bike.
fucking push it, you're trying to tense up on me.
In my hand. I didn't do nothing on you.
Yes, you did.
That's why you were stopping me.
Yes,
I
you
saw you
did.
pull up here. That's why I turned around to come back.
All right.
I knew you were going to come. How about that?
Yeah. Because when I roll up for this fucking
It had
bonfire,
nothing to do with me.
you were there.
I was just talking to them, asking them what's up with the bonfire.
Oh.
And they were
okay.
barbecuing.
Imagine that.
Did you stop and ask about the fire?
I didn't. You took off. Like, where's this guy going?
I didn't have to stop for you. Just because you pull up don't mean I stop my life.
It does when there's a crime being committed.
No, I didn't commit a crime. I committed no crime. What was my articulate reason for suspicion?
I already told you.
To come here to stop me.
I already told you.
There is no crime. I'd like to talk to your supervisor, sir.
You don't have
right now.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, you can want
that.
one hand shit in the other.
My First Amendment clause right now. That's right.
I have it on body camera.
First Amendment
Yep.
order.
Sure it
I wasn't
does.
asked to stop.
What's that?
I wasn't asked to stop.
Because you fucking took off.
I wasn't asked to stop.
Yeah,
I did
that's why I
nothing
came
wrong.
over here and told you to
There's
stop.
no reason to stop me.
That's why I came over here and told you to stop.
There's no reason to stop me. What's your reason for stopping me?
Code 4.
What's your reason for coming over here? I'm on private property, man.
Yeah, well.
Why did you
Unfortunately.
come here?
What's that?
What is your articulable, reasonable suspicion for
Just told you,
stopping me on
James.
private property, man?
Because
What? What's because?
flight from the cops.
A flight from who? I wasn't stopped.
I know, because you didn't give me a chance.
What were
So I
you going
went
to stop me for?
see what's going on with this
That
fire.
has nothing to do with me.
Okay. How do I know that
Investigate
if you're leaving?
it. It's not my fire. It's not my house. I don't live there.
How do I know that when you take
the
off?
people live there barbecuing, right? You would have found out.
Okay. Because they
You
said
didn't care
they
about them, man.
they
You
didn't
know
say
what's up.
they said they didn't know who you were.
That's what I'm telling you. They didn't tell me they didn't know who you were. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I didn't know who you were.
Oh yeah, I better walk over right now and you want to tell me Jeff and Timmy can tell you that I don't know who they are and they don't know who I am.
Now that I know who you are.
Huh?
Now that I know who you are. But I didn't know who you were.
What I'm saying is this: what was your reason for stopping me? What was your reason for coming here?
That.
What?
Because you're trying to get away from me.
No, I didn't run from nobody. I went home.
And now
I don't need to see no
and
cops.
maybe it would be more plausible if you did live there, but now we can't even verify that you live there.
Well, why don't we call Sharon then, Val?
Okay.
Why don't we call Sharon, the person who lives there?
Does Sharon live there?
Yeah, she sure does.
So how are you
Phone
gonna
number?
get in there?
What do you mean?
How are you gonna get in the
came
house?
home. Usually she's home at night. I don't have to answer these questions. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
All right, don't answer the questions then.
Listen,
I don't
listen,
care.
Carl. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm on private property. You're harassing me. You're
I'm not
illegally
harassing
detaining
you.
me right now. I'd like to see a supervisor, sir.
That doesn't change how we go about this.
I've
Yeah.
had to study for my law for this bullshit that I've been going through. Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm a little bit more versed than I used to
And
be.
how's that working out for you?
Well, you know,
like,
it's been 3 years of my due process being violated. I've been convicted of nothing since I've been here.
it's 'cause it's still going on.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Mhm.
You You get pissed off, so he keeps getting drawn out.
I get pissed. What's that got to do with it? I'm being charged for nothing. You know what my charges are,
to
sir?
work with you.
For 3 years.
This interaction raises important questions about law enforcement's understanding of constitutional rights. The deputy's actions suggest a disregard for the individual's rights, escalating a situation that could have been avoided with better communication and adherence to the law. As citizens, it's crucial to understand our rights, and as law enforcement officers, it's equally vital to uphold them. In this video, we witness a tense encounter at a checkpoint where a citizen exercises their right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions while law enforcement officers try to justify the detention. The encounter raises important questions about the balance between public safety and individual constitutional rights. Watch as the situation unfolds with both legal and ethical considerations at play.
Would you like to know the statute that it's listed under?
Well, I know the law. The law says that if I'm being detained, you have to have a cause for that.
Yeah, but would you like to know what statute authorizes this checkpoint?
Well, that statute that you're referring to negates the Constitution, and the Constitution says that you cannot detain a person without cause.
Well, that's
Does
the
that make
authority
sense?
we're working under, is that statute.
I'm
INA
sorry.
287A3.
It it definitely conflicts with the Constitution. You can
Okay.
see that.
Why would you take it up with agents working at a checkpoint right now? Why wouldn't you take it up with your congressman?
Again, I don't
Have
answer
you taken it up
questions.
with your congressman?
I don't answer questions. I'm
All
sorry.
right. Well, that'd be the route that I would go. If you want to get something resolved, this isn't the way. You know, you take it up.
I hear what you're
proper-
saying, and people have done that, and I have certainly done
Because
that.
right now you're inflicting on their rights by
It's-
not letting them by.
It is a serious problem, and that's why I'm doing
But
this.
right now you're the one that's
I'm sorry.
you're causing these people problems. See,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm prepared
Are
to
you- I don't
speak
think-
with your supervisor. That would be fine.
all right. Well, he's coming.
Okay.
If you want to speak to him, that's fine. He's coming, but it'd be awful nice of you to let these people go by.
Well, if I'm not being detained for cause, I'm happy to proceed on.
You're still being detained.
Well, then that's not my call.
All right.
That's
Well,
not my call.
We can just. All you have to do is pull up over there and let these
I
people
know,
by.
it's so easy to just let things go as they are when it's wrong. And I'm sorry.
You're not letting it go. You wouldn't be leaving or anything. You'd just be letting these people who are willing to answer the questions continue. So you're the one that is impeding traffic at this point. You understand?
Well, I'm happy to proceed on. I'm happy to go forward and just proceed on about my way. If you think that I'm breaking the law for some reason, then I'm happy to be detained.
You can resolve this real fast.
Well, you can too.
No, because I have a job to do.
I do too. I'm a citizen. I do too.
You just said you're a citizen.
I don't answer questions.
Hey, you look familiar. Do I know you?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions.
I don't.
Do you happen to know where you're at?
I don't answer questions.
Don't answer questions. Why don't you answer questions?
That would be a question. I don't answer questions.
I see. Well, you're going to be filmed for our purposes as well. What you're doing is you're holding up a bunch of traffic right now.
I'm happy to move forward. If I'm being detained for cause, I'm happy to have you search whatever you need to do.
Well,
if you're detaining me without cause, that would be against the law.
Well, actually, no, ma'am, it's not. Not under 287-858 of the Immigration and Nationality Act.
Under the Constitution of the United States, I can only be detained
This is
for
a law.
cause.
This is a law that is based on the constitutional privileges that you have.
It is clearly a violation of my rights. It's clearly a
It's not a
violation.
violation of your rights, ma'am.
It surely is.
It's not. If you could do me a favor, we can discuss this further over in secondary.
I'm happy to move forward.
Well, that is forward. That's
No,
forward
I'm
into the site.
happy to go on about my way.
Well, I can call Department of Public Safety also and have them move you out of the way because you are actually impeding traffic. The weather, ma'am, what you're doing right now with the weather, the impending
But I'm
weather
happy
and
to
the
move
rain,
forward.
and
If
I'm
I'm
saying
not
that you
being
can
detained, I'm
move
ready to
forward.
move forward.
You can move forward.
But you're
into
detaining
secondary.
me for what cause?
Because you need to answer whether or not you're a United States citizen.
I do not have to answer questions.
Where are you from?
You're asking a question. I don't have to
Where did
answer
registration come back on this?
demonstration witnesses. What that?
Due to the current weather conditions and the impending rain, we're about to flush the checkpoint. You are creating a safety hazard here. It would be advisable for you to move on down the highway at a safe speed and a safe pace so that you don't create any more instances of what you're doing right here. You're putting a lot of people in jeopardy right now with what is happening here.
So am I being detained?
Not anymore, ma'am. I am satisfied that you're a United States citizen based on my communications with you. Please have a safe day.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Yes, ma'am.
The exchange at this checkpoint exemplifies the challenges of upholding constitutional rights while addressing public safety concerns. The officer's initial insistence on detaining the individual without cause was met with firm resistance, emphasizing the importance of citizens standing up for their rights. The eventual resolution underscores the power of knowledge and respect for the law on both sides of the interaction. In this video, we witness a tense interaction between a citizen and law enforcement officers, where the individual insists on their right to remain on public property despite being told to leave. The officer, however, struggles to provide a lawful reason for the order, leading to a heated exchange. This highlights an important aspect of public interaction with law enforcement understanding and asserting one's constitutional rights, especially in public spaces.
Please.
My supervisor's not working today.
Then you get him on the phone. Get somebody who's in charge.
No.
And you're giving me a lawful order to
I'm
leave.
giving you a lawful order to leave and go to your house.
Why do I need to leave?
Because you're on a public street.
That's right.
Causing a disturbance at this point.
I'm not you. We called you for assistance.
You need
I'm
to
not
take
calling
your
a public.
cage and go home, sir.
You have to give me a lawful order. You
I've given it to you multiple times.
trespass me then. Trespass me and I'll leave.
I will.
Okay.
It'll come in the mail.
Okay. So when it comes, I will not be in this spot then. But
You
right
need to
now,
go home.
I'm not going home until you do something with this woman for assaulting me.
She's going to be dealt with.
I want I want your supervisor.
Not to do it again.
I want your
She's
supervisor.
freaking crazy. You should take. You know the county said.
Karuna,
if
don't
they catch her
escalate
with
it,
cats
Karuna.
again, the county said if they catch her with cats again, they're putting her back
You
in a
need
home.
to go home.
She's been in a home before because of these cats, and they're going to put her back. I'll call the county.
You need to go home. You need to leave as well.
I'm on public property and I'm not causing a disturbance.
You are causing a disturbance.
I've not screamed. I've not yelled. I've not
You
used
need to
profanity.
leave.
You give me a lawful order and I'll leave.
I'm giving you the lawful order about the 5th time now to leave.
That's not a lawful order
Why isn't it?
because I'm on public property.
Yeah, and you're on my roadway blocking it
It's
that
my-
I get paid to patrol.
You have enough room to get
You
by
need
here.
to go home.
Can I have your supervisor, please? Well, then you get somebody who's in charge because you're not
need
giving
to
me a
leave
lawful
and go
order.
home.
I'm not going to obey an unlawful order. You cannot order me to be here or there or anywhere. You can order me off of private property. This is public property. I'm not causing a disturbance. I called for assistance. You're not giving us assistance. You cannot ask me to leave public property. My carriers are on public access.
You need to leave and go home.
You need to arrest this woman for assaulting me.
Go home.
When you give me a lawful order, when you trespass me, I'll leave. You give me a written trespass and I'll leave.
You need to leave and go home.
For what reason?
Because I told you to. You caused a disturbance. There was a confrontation in this area. You're refusing to leave the area.
She
You want
approached
to
me.
escalate the situation.
She approached
You
me.
need to leave.
She approached
While you
me.
were trespassing on somebody's
She
property.
approached me.
You were trespassing on that
Are you going to
property.
get her for trespassing on the property?
You were trespassing.
Are you going to get
on
her
that
for
property.
trespassing on the
She might
property?
have permission to be on that property.
I might have permission to be on the
But
property.
your wife
You don't know
already said
anything.
You don't have permission.
I'm not on the property now. If you want to trespass me now to get off of a public street, fine. I will leave. You trespass me. Give me a written trespass, and I'll leave.
Give me your license.
Give me a written trespass.
Give me your license so I can write your citation.
Give me a.
Give me your license
No.
so I can write your citation.
No. I gave you my name. You had my license before.
Okay, then wait. I'll go write your ticket.
For what?
Trespassing that you're asking for.
Trespassing on public property?
The interaction underscores the complexities of ensuring that law enforcement respects constitutional rights while managing public order. The individual's insistence on receiving a lawful order and the officer's inability to provide clear justification for the request serves as an important reminder of the rights citizens have when engaging with public authorities in public spaces. In this video, we witness a tense encounter between an individual conducting a First Amendment audit and Cook County, Illinois public servants. The individual recording in a public space is confronted by employees who claim that photography is not allowed in the office. As the situation escalates, the individual requests names, badge numbers, and an explanation for his detainment. This interaction highlights the ongoing challenges of transparency and accountability in public spaces.
You guys just violated my rights. You guys just violated my rights.
Sir?
You guys just violated my rights. USC Section 12, US Title 12, USC Section 242, deprivation of rights under the color of law. You guys just deprived me of my civil rights to record in a public building. You just made a big mistake.
Okay.
You just deprived me of my constitutional right to record in a public building.
Have a good day.
You just deprived me of my right to record in a public building. You guys just violated my rights. Have you ever heard of the USC Title 18, Section 242? Or USC 42, Section 1983? Violation of my rights.
Other way.
What's your name again? Sir?
I told you my name before, sir.
What's your name? What is your name? I'm asking you a question. You're
Where's the rest of me? The rest of me.
You guys have no idea what you've just done. You guys have no idea what you've just done. Can I speak with one of you? Can I speak with one of you? Can I get your name and your badge numbers? Ma'am, can I have your name and your badge number? Can I have your name and your badge number? No, I don't have to speak with her, ma'am. What's your name and your badge number?
We go through this all the time.
Right, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, I mean, I'm never going to see what's in here.
Ma'am, he just violated my constitutional right. What are you going to do about it?
Excuse me?
He just violated my rights. What are you going to do about it? I am able to go in here and record, and he just pushed me out of a public building.
This is not our office. We're the sheriff. We're asking them questions of what's going on.
Okay, but you're a law enforcement officer. You're able to enforce the law.
I didn't see anybody touch you.
Oh, I have it on camera. I can show it to you.
I'm saying that I didn't see anybody touch you.
Okay.
I just walked up.
Okay.
And I'm talking to that gentleman about documents.
All right.
So you're recording why?
Because I can. Because I can. All right.
Okay.
Because I have the right to.
Okay.
That's why.
And I'm not telling you to leave.
But they
You
just
have
they
every
just
right to
they just pushed me out of a public space that I'm allowed to be in.
I'm not over this department.
Ma'am, you are a law enforcement officer. You're supposed to enforce the law.
I did not see anybody.
I told you I got it on camera, ma'am.
You can't take your camera and view any footage. If you want to file a report,
Not a report.
you file a report.
I'm going to file a complaint on them,
Okay,
and then I want you to enforce the law that allows me to be in there and
Once
record.
you file your complaint, it'll go through their proper channels.
Okay.
Because we didn't witness anything happen. I saw you recording.
Yes, I was.
And that's what I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. So I'm talking to him about documents.
Okay.
And now you're asking for our badge numbers. And
Yes, because I want to
interacted with
know everyone that's present here. That's why.
who interacted
You don't have to,
from our office.
ma'am. You don't have to interact with a member of the public to give me your name and your badge number.
You have every right to record.
Yes, I do.
And if you have everybody on camera, you have everybody.
No, but I need your names and your badge numbers because I need to know who was here when this incident happened.
That's not true.
Okay, but okay, I need to. Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. I need to know everyone that responded to this incident.
I don't
Yes,
want my video in it. Can you kind of erase the whole thing?
ma'am. I'm not here for you. All right.
No, but
You can
you
walk
took
out.
a video of me there.
So are you guys going? Are you going?
It says very carefully that no cameras around this. This is the city hall.
It's a public building, ma'am.
No, it's not a
All
public
right?
building. Only people.
Who are
that
you?
need- Who am I?
Yes.
My name is Richie.
You were just-
You're recording me right now. I don't want to be recorded.
If you don't want to be recorded, ma'am, you can walk away from the camera. Okay, that's how it works. Oh gosh, my.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
talking to
I
someone.
can go in there, ma'am. I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
Actually, this is an exit.
Okay, this is an entrance. I'm going to go in there. Listen, I'm going to allow you guys to violate my rights today, and you're going to be hearing from my lawyer. Believe me, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. You just violated my rights, my constitutional rights. I have a right to be in here and record.
Yeah, record documents, not
Oh.
videotape inside
Oh,
the office.
you are in so much trouble. You are in so much trouble.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you've done.
Okay.
I have a right to be in here. There is no,
Where are you at?
what do you mean?
Where are you at?
This is a public building.
Did you have that right?
This is a public,
Where are you
it's
at?
my constitutional right to record in
What
public.
Constitution?
The First Amendment, you ever heard of it?
Have you ever heard of
The First Amendment. The rules do not trump
so
the United
we can
States
go back
Constitution,
in.
all right?
If he comes back in, cuff him, we'll bag him.
Okay, sounds great.
This video sheds light on the struggle for transparency in government offices and the public's right to document in public spaces. The individual in this case exercised his right to film in a public space despite being told otherwise. It serves as a reminder of the importance of knowing our rights and standing up for them in the face of misunderstanding or overreach by public servants. In today's video, we see a dramatic contrast between law enforcement officers at the Glasgow Police Department in Kentucky. While one officer attempts to de-escalate a situation with a member of the public exercising their First Amendment rights, another officer's aggressive behavior nearly leads to an unnecessary confrontation. This video highlights the importance of de-escalation tactics in law enforcement and the rights of citizens to record in public spaces.
Something I can help you with, or you just check out the cars?
Can I get your name and badge?
I don't have a badge.
Your name?
Guy. And who are you?
And your name and badge number, sir?
Well, I
Do
asked
you
who
have
are you?
any identification?
Well, sir, I'm going to ask that you de-escalate.
Okay, the thing I'm talking about, you're on private property right
I'm not
now.
on private property.
Okay.
This is public. This is public property, sir. Can I get your name and badge number?
My name is Officer Claywell,
And your badge number, Officer Claywell.
22.
Great, thank you.
We were just wondering, because you're walking in between vehicles, that there's a lot of stuff been going on with
Are you-
people messing around with vehicles. and
People have
such.
been messing around with your vehicles?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Well, brother, I've seen your little podcast thing, so I knew who you are.
What podcast? I don't have
Don't you do a podcast or something?
No, I don't have a podcast.
No.
You're a detective?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You have to calm down, okay?
He is calm.
No,
Please
he
stop
wasn't
telling him
calm.
calm down.
He wasn't calm.
I know you.
I'm
you
not.
come
I don't
over here
want
and you
to.
try
I don't
to
want to even talk
upset
to you.
somebody.
You can. I don't even want to talk
Well,
to you. I don't even want to talk to you.
When you're walking around police vehicles.
These are public vehicles. I'm just checking them out.
Public vehicles, when we're on public property, and you're allowed to be back here. But we have to be concerned about you doing something to the vehicles.
I mean,
Because
I
it's
guess
not
that's
normal if somebody comes back here and just to do what you're doing, right?
No, I'm just checking out the vehicles. That's all I'm doing.
Right. Well,
That's
that's
all
what
I'm
we're checking you out to make sure you're not going
I
to
have-
come over here and do anything to the vehicles.
Sir, I got no problem with you checking me out. My issue is when officers come up to me trying to escalate a situation.
How did somebody ask you? I ask you how you're doing and
No. I'm not saying you, sir. I'm saying the officer here that came up. Where's your ID? Give me your ID. You're on private property. This is not private property, sir.
Okay.
You need to calm
You
down.
need to leave the property. That's it.
You can't trespass me from public property, sir.
You're on right here around
This is
vehicles. that
taxpayer
are public
property,
officials.
sir. I'm not breaking any laws. This is a constitutionally protected activity, sir.
Okay.
You took an
got it?
oth.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. You go ahead and take it then.
I appreciate it.
But I'll stand right here.
Okay. That's probably the best move for your department and your city, sir. Honestly.
Please
I'm not. I don't want to.
please
You
don't
guys
talk
can go.
down to him.
I'm not. How is that talking down to him, sir?
You're trying.
I'm
to
saying
bait
that's the
him.
best move.
You're trying to bait him.
I'm not trying to bait him.
You're trying to bait him.
He's trying to bait
Now,
me.
If there's something that we can help you with, please let us know.
Okay,
But
great.
If you're back here alone by patrol cars, yes, we're going to be concerned about you being back here by yourself.
Be concerned. Okay, I understand. I understand your concern, sir. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a concern. I'm saying there's a way, like the way you're handling it now, there's a way to handle your concern, right? And that's why everybody's safe and everybody, there's no
I introduced
issues.
myself. My name was Guy. What was your name again?
My first name's Sean.
Sean. Nice to meet you, Sean. Is
Nice
there
to meet you,
something we
too.
can do for you?
No, I don't need any help at the moment. Thank you. I appreciate
Well,
that.
while you're back here, we're going to stand over here and we're going to
Yeah.
watch you and make sure you don't do nothing.
That's
we
good.
also are on cameras here.
That is completely fine.
All right. Just don't,
Detective Guy.
Don't Turcotte. Detective Guy Turcotte. Please don't touch on the vehicles, okay?
Okay, I will not.
Right.
Alrighty. Take care now. It's so funny. That's the thing. A camera doesn't lie, right? The camera doesn't lie.
That's right. It doesn't.
It doesn't lie. There is no way I can paint it, right? They're gonna see me talking. They're gonna see you talking,
But they're also
and they're going to judge us based on our actions.
Well, the camera too also doesn't pick up everybody's perspective, especially when you from sight and the way you have to move it or you move. So
Well, no, I'm looking. I was. Where was I pointing the camera when you guys came up to me? Right at the cars, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Taking photos of the vehicles.
Because I'm a journalist. That's what I do. I go and I show different vehicles of different police departments. The departments. I check out the tires, make sure you guys are keeping them up to date.
That can be taken care of through the records department.
Through records?
Yes.
Yeah. But sir, all I would ask you is that as a member of law enforcement and a public servant, you should not come up to people aggressive like you did,
The
sir.
thing is, you shouldn't be in this area.
I am in this area.
Because the fact is, when you're walking around public safety vehicles, with everything that's going on.
I hear that a lot.
Exactly.
There's always a lot of stuff going on.
So, I mean, the best thing to do is don't.
Okay. With everything that's going on, I think you would be safer, officer, if you didn't come up to somebody, where's your ID, get off my property, right?
Exactly.
And you would be safer because you don't know me. I could be I'm a nice guy, luckily
That's
for you.
just it. I don't know.
Exactly.
You.
But luckily
As
for
far
you,
as
I'm a
I
nice
know,
guy.
You could be on the FBI's most wanted list.
I understand
don't
that.
know.
So I understand
you
that.
understand the climate, the way law enforcement's being looked at right now, and that all the attacks.
Oh, I think that would go both ways, sir. I don't want to bring up, see, and that's the thing. See, you're trying to paint the narrative that, law enforcement, I can paint the narrative that
I don't have to paint the narrative. If you just read the paper or see the statistics.
You could watch the news about people being, killed, and people being,
Killed by who?
by police officers. That's way more in the news. That happens way more than police officers die. Look at the statistics. I have way more chance of dying by you than you do by me. 100%.
I hope that's not true.
I would hope that's not true as well. But I'm talking about, you're bringing up statistics. I'm going to bring up statistics. That's all.
I gotta get out of here for the day, guys. Hey.
Hi, how are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, my name's Captain Ashley Jones.
Captain.
There's a sign right here.
Where's that
I
sign?
can show you if you want to go look at it.
Sure, I'll take a look at the sign. Not a problem.
I'm not trying to
No, it's fine.
argue with you or not.
I don't want to argue with you either.
No, the reason we got this posted is just this right here. This area is where civilians or anybody that wants to come in
Okay.
and talk to the police, they'll go in the front.
All right.
Okay?
I came from over here. Like I went around this way, so I didn't even see that sign.
Yeah.
But no, I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
I'm heading
no
out
problem.
for the day.
All right. Thanks, Captain.
I didn't catch your name. What's your...
My first name's Sean. Captain.
Sean?
Yeah, Captain. I would
Nice
just
to
like
meet you,
to.
Sean.
Nice to meet you too. I would like to just make a little comment on the officer over here. When he came up to me, instead of de-escalating like you or the detective here, he came up to me and it was, get off our property. Where's your ID? Very nasty, very aggressive. And as a law enforcement officer, de-escalation is key. It's going to help protect you guys and us as the public. And honestly, I got really bad vibes from him, and it's not the way you treat the public. Like the way you just did, you showed me the sign. I understand. I'm not trying to start any problems. I'm just saying that in the future. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Captain. You have a great day. Stay safe. You too, Detective.
The interaction shows how the approach of law enforcement can determine the outcome of a situation. While one officer remains calm and professional, the other escalates the scenario with unnecessary aggression. The lesson here is clear. Treating the public with respect and understanding can prevent conflict and ensure public trust. Let us all strive for better interactions both as citizens and public servants.